Cut the B.S.
Welcome back to the third episode of Cut the B.S. with SJS. And as you notice, we are missing an S.
Selena is sadly sick, so she won't be joining us today, but she will hopefully be better and be back with us next week.
Hey everyone, it's Sally. Unfortunately, I won't be in this week's podcast because I'm sick. Thank you all for your support, hugs, and kisses. And FYI, I put my cereal before my milk. Bye.
We definitely miss her. It's very different. The vibe is very different, and that is okay. She definitely is, we've realized, I think, is a huge support, and she's very fun to be with. And I just keep staring over here because
I'm looking over we're very sad that she's not here with us today. But yeah, so we're gonna get into it. How was your week?
My week was really great, and just to be honest, I worked a 12-hour shift, and I'm just thankful to have the time to be able to do our podcast and still get glammed and put makeup on and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, that's a long day. It's a long shift.
It's been amazing, but working has been something I've been doing all week long, and I know that you've also been very busy, so what have you been doing this week?
I had work this week. The weather has been really gross, so some days I just stayed home because of the weather. School has been crazy. I'm on my second week of placement, going on my third. So yeah, just getting stuff done, and it's been hectic.
I'm super proud of you. It's not easy. I know that we've been talking about education and schooling and stuff, and just being the eyewitness here as well, and just seeing how dedicated you are every day. You're going to work, you're going to school. It's really inspiring, so don't stop. I know the weather has kind of been putting a damper on everyone.
Yeah, I know. I feel like, for myself, I feel so, sad and because of the weather, right? I miss summer, and I feel like I'm so much more bubbly and outgoing when it's summer, and right now I'm just like,
everyone's freezing.
I just want to stay inside.
No, it's just
I don't want to do anything.
No, I get it, and I can't wait till it's summer, and that's why I think winter season, I think we need to take a vacation out to Florida or something.
I know, we need to go visit Pam.
Yes, Pam Nutt. Hello.
We need to go visit her. I think that would be nice.
Absolutely.
To go see her, and Dylan, and oh my god, everybody. It would be so fun. So I think something that I really wanted to touch base on today was your image and body positivity and just all of that stuff. So what is something that you want to kind of add for that?
Well, absolutely. Body positivity, I think, is a very important subject. I think it's something a lot of us struggle with, and just to be real and just to cut the BS, you know. As anyone that is watching right now, you can see makeup, or you can see the jewelry, and you see the sparkles, or you see, I guess, a person that is smiling sometimes and just very happy. But I think all of us, too, have stories, you know? I think a lot of us struggle with body images, whether we look at ourselves in a mirror, or the saying of having straight hair and someone wishes that it was curly. Someone that may be bigger wishes that they were skinnier, or even just for myself, I wish I was not as thin that I am, and I had more meat on my bones.
Yeah.
And I think it's been really tough, because I deal with, I guess, body dysphoria in a sense, too, because when I look at myself, I always see skinny. And makeup, I guess, is something that I try to cover up all the time, because then I feel like I get some sense of approval, and maybe people would like me a little more, if that makes any sense.
It makes total sense, because for me, my face gets really red, and sometimes I'm very anxious and insecure about it, and so when I see it, I'm like, oh my god, I look terrible, I need to cover that, I need to put makeup and concealer and foundation and everything, and cover that as best as I can. I've spent money on different creams, I've spent crazy amounts of stuff on products just to cover it.
Right.
And some days I'm just whatever, it's a part of me, I can't change it. And then other days I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even look at myself because it's just so bad, it's so red. So, but I think as I'm growing and getting older, I think I'm learning to just accept it. it's part of my skin. I can't change it. So it's something that I have to just learn to love, right?
It's the process of learning to love yourselves, for
sure.
It
really is. Or like, let's say today is Sunday and you have something planned to go up Friday. I personally am going to stress all week long about what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to do my hair, how I'm going to, like, what kind of shoes I'm going to wear. Or I'm like, oh my God, I have no clothes, I need to go shopping. And it's like, I have thousands of pieces of clothes, but I'm so anxious about, like, what are they going to think of my sweater? What are they going to think of my shoes? Like, my shoes aren't perfect like everybody, you know what I mean? Like, certain things like that, you get so anxious and so in your head about it.
Absolutely.
But, like, when I go out, I don't look at people and be like, oh my God, like, why is she wearing that? You know, like...
and that's very relatable, because in a sense, too, like, you always feel like you need to find something that's going to make you feel your best, right?
Yeah.
And just even coming on today, like, it's such an honor to work this dream job that I now work at a retirement home. It's so amazing to take care of residents, you know? And just when I got up this morning, too, I felt like I needed makeup. I felt like I needed to get dressed and all dolled up. And, you know, sometimes I wish I could just be here and just be able to film and just be my authentic self. But again, like, we get in our head, you know? And I think it's just important too, for anyone that is struggling, you know, whether you're thin or bigger or wishing that you could be something that you're not. I think at the end of the day, of learning to just love yourself and again, surrounding yourself with people that make you feel your best and not pointing out the flaws that we may see constantly that may make us feel insecure. But, you know, we have those coping mechanisms. I like to wear sparkles and jewelry, and you like to go shopping and buy something because it probably makes you feel good, too.
I love to shop. You always tell me I have an Amazon problem.
You may or may not have an Amazon problem, but it's not even just Amazon. Like, we had Kim Kardashian packages from Skim coming up to this door, and, like...
We did.
I'm glad you work hard, and I'm glad you can treat yourself. And talking about even just Kim Kardashian, you know, and the Kardashian girls, you know, they're always in the limelight. They're constantly being criticized over how they look. Yeah. Whether they're thin, like, we just had a huge discussion about it, and you're the one that brought it up. And
I think, like, I have been a Kardashian fan for a really long time. I look up to them, and I think, like, they're great, and I think it's so sad that people are so negative about how they look and about what they wear and about their bodies and about all of this. Like, Khloe Kardashian grew up as, like, the biggest Kardashian, you know what I mean? Like, and, like, she knew that, and you can tell in the series, like, she struggled with it, and then after she didn't care, right? Like, she knew that didn't define her, and that she was successful and she was, like, empowering other women to do better, and now she's got this fantastic clothing brand, and, like, she's doing amazing with it and, like, spreading so much positivity about it. I think it's great.
I think she's doing a podcast too. Am I correct?
She just started a podcast. Yeah, I watched it. I watched the first episode with Scott Disick, and it was very funny.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very good. But I just like the way that they portray themselves and their brands, and I'm a big fan of them. So.
And I love that. And again, you know, people's negativity, and I mean their opinions too online, it can be very harsh, you know. Like, as we're talking about body positivity, you know, a lot of us do struggle. Personally, for myself, I do too. And sometimes I don't really find the opportunity to talk about it. And just having this opportunity now, I think, is great, you know. Being criticized constantly for being skinny sounds so ridiculous, but literally a lot of people always remind me, like, hey, you should go eat a cheeseburger, you look unwell, why are you so tiny? And having a high metabolism is something I can't control. Right. And again, when we talk about the Kardashians, we see these beautiful women that are, how do I say that, like, themselves. They love what they want, and they do what they do. And people constantly have something to say. Yeah, like, I see all the time on, like, my personal Facebook. Like, Facebook friends are posting something about the Kardashians, and it's something negative. And it, like, I don't know, I just feel like my opinion about, like, celebrity stuff like that is,
you must have way too much time on your hands to be so negative about someone like that. I don't know, I would never post something like that on social media, whether it be somebody personally that I know or someone that's famous and I'm like, oh, they're famous, they're never going to see my comment. And it's like, no, they have social media and they read it and it affects them. Like, that comment would affect me just as much as it would affect them the same way. Do you know what I mean? Like, they still see it. They're human. Just because they're successful and all of that, it doesn't make anything different.
Nitpicking on somebody's image and stuff too, and reading it, and I guess saying like me nitpicking, you know. So last night, we were able to post an amazing post in our town of Fort Erie, and you're thanking the community as well for the support, which we are very thankful. And I have to say, it's just so weird because I know right now our invisible cell would have so much to say about
she would have so much
about what we're talking about too, because I think a lot of us need to learn our stories before people judge. And it feels again weird that we're missing our ass. But mentioning that you had went on to a group town post today, yesterday, and you were talking about like saying thank you to the community, thank you for your support. And again, if it wasn't for the people that are watching right now that have been here since we have started this, that have been following the journey. This is now our 3rd episode. We're slowly getting into the rhythm and being able to cover many topics. But just talking about, I guess, negativity in the world. Do you want to go off? Like, just a little comment on, like, what... So, like, story short, like, you had made a post and somebody was negative that had commented under.
Yeah, I think, like, before... how I would take that. Like, I've received negative comments, you know, about just anything. Like, I've definitely received negative comments before, and I received that comment last night, and I kind of like looked at it, and I thought about it, and I was like we had never like everything we received was so positive, and then all of a sudden, you know, I received this like negative comment, and I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm upset, I don't know, like, I didn't know how to feel, and then after I was like, you know what, like, we're doing really good for people who live in a small town, like, and you know what, like, I know you're from Fort Erie, like, born and raised, but, like, we're not. We are not born and raised in Fort Erie, and, like, we thought it would be very hard for people to acknowledge our podcast, and, like, I thought we were not going to get the views that we're getting, and it's incredible to see that, but I think now I'm just, like, let them be negative, and, like, if you are not a fan, you don't have to watch it, but just know that your view is counted in our count, so thank you for that. But yeah, I just think, like, there's no point, we're in 2025, you know, I think being negative is just, like, so high school, and I don't know, it's just so yucky to me, you know, like, I just think there's no point. There's no point in trying to bring someone down. Like, we're trying to bring the community up and all of the people around us, and this one person is trying to bring us down, and I just think, like, I just laugh. Like, I just think, you know, like, it's silly.
It is very silly. And you just saying that one person, there's 7 billion people in this world, and why allow one person to rain on your parade, you know? Someone
that I don't know, and it's just random, like, it's...
And it hurts, though, right? I think that's the whole concept as well, that when people are online, I don't think they realize the impact it makes on people when they go and send some sort of opinion or judgment, right?
I think before, like, I used to always care what people think. You know what I mean? And I did. I always thought, like, what people thought about my personality, or like what people thought about how I looked, and like I was always talking to my mom like, I don't think this person likes me, like, and my mom's like, why do you care? Like, it doesn't matter, it's their loss if they don't, like, you know, you're a fantastic person, and it doesn't matter, you're not in this world to please everybody,
right?
And it just doesn't matter. And so now I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I have this wicked attitude from my mom that I just don't care. I don't care if people, you know, don't like me and don't like the things I do. Like, I'm so happy with what I'm doing in my life and doing this podcast. I think it's great. So,
and I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I just think that I want us to make other people feel the same way, because I know there's tons of people who are like stressing. They want to please everybody, right? And I think it's important for us to show people that it's okay to like not care what people think, you know?
And as I slowly just listen to you, like I'm almost slowly learning to take that kind of advice too, because I guess people's opinions always strike my heart, and I sometimes feel like I need to care what people think, but at the end of the day, I shouldn't.
I know, and you were like the total opposite of us. It's very funny, and now I'm noticing such a difference in your confidence and everything. Like,
thank you.
It's incredible to see. Like, your confidence went like right up, and it's very inspiring to see that. So I looked up some questions, just some debate stuffs to kind of wrap up our episode for today. I just found a few fun questions,
Absolutely.
so I thought we can get into them. So the first one is, do you need a physical wallet, or can you just use Apple Pay or Google Pay?
So the crazy thing is just story short, I was in drive-through with your mom. I think we were going to Tim Hortons, right? So we were driving, and she pulled out her phone to go scan her Tim Hortons card. So she pulls out her phone, she scans her card, and then out of nowhere, she like shook her phone, and then her debit card was on her phone, and she scanned it, put her phone down, and I was so foreign to me that I was like, what did you just do?
Yeah.
And how did you just do that? Because of like the wallet, the Google Pay.
Yeah, Apple Pay, and I am so invested in Apple Pay. It's like I don't ever use my bank card.
So with me, I would probably prefer to have a wallet, because like how easier is it now to like shake your phone or whatever mom did with the little magic and just go tap when you don't even need your card. You can forget your wallet and your wallet's still in your hand. Yeah,
a few months ago I got a new bank card and I haven't switched it over onto my phone yet because of that. So if I don't have my bank card, I can't buy anything.
Well, that's a good thing, because a lot of packages come here sometimes.
Yeah. So next one is, would you rather have unlimited data or never run out of battery life? I automatically can answer that I would much rather never run out of battery life, because if anyone knows me, they know my phone is always dead. It is never charged. Like, our Life 360 is always sab charge your phone, because it's always dead.
And just thinking, like, data or, never run out of battery life, like, I would probably want unlimited data, because I'm paying for a horrible package right now.
So I hear you on that. And then I think also everywhere has Wi-Fi.
True.
Like in this, like True. You could probably go with no data because everywhere has Wi-Fi. This one is important, so answer it wisely. What do you put first, your milk or your cereal?
Well, obviously you put milk first and then cereal.
Aye!
Yes! Don't you not put milk first and then cereal?
You put your milk first?
Yes, I do.
No!
Yes! Why? How could you not put milk first? Because you're going to waste the milk. You're just going to pour cereal and then just waste your milk. And you put a little bit of milk and then a little bit of cereal and then a little bit more milk.
No.
Yes.
You get your cereal, you pour your milk, and then you're like, there's still milk. So you get more cereal.
Disagree.
Yes. You just keep going until the milk is gone, or drink it.
So you put your cereal first and then your milk?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to say you were going to put your cereal first. I was like,
no.
And
then cereal.
This was going to be easy. We're going to agree on this. Then you said it and I was like,
girl, what?
Oh my gosh. All right, so then our last question is, should there be an express lane for people who walk fast?
I really do agree, because I'm a fast walker.
So am I.
And I have a lot of patience, but I think I'm always rammy when I'm in stores, because I want to get what I need to get. And I always have to stop and talk.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly like, go, 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 go. But for a fast lane, for me to just like zip through, like cash checkout and just go, I think that'd be awesome.
I'm a fast walker. Even though I'm short, I'm a fast walker.
Just like
I know where I'm going. I'm running, my mom's always like, what's the rush? Like, slow down. So yeah. Before we wrap up, I know you wanted to mention
yes, happy
one more
hookers.
thing.
So I wanted to give a little shout out to Happy Hookers as they are looking for donations of wool and yarn as they are making blankets for people in need and for our older people in retirement homes. But if you're somebody that may have any of these items in your basements, or you just feel of paying it forward and purchasing any yarn or wool, definitely reach out to us as we're starting a little collection to be able to give it to Donna Biggins and the girls that are dedicating their time to pay it forward to those that are in need.
It's incredible, yeah. It's awesome. So hopefully we can help out with that, and that would be great. But for that is the end of our third episode. Thank you so much for watching and all of the support, and we will see you next week. So tell us what you think and your opinion on these questions. So the first question, like we said, was, do you need a physical wallet, or can you just go with Apple Pay or Google Pay?
And would you rather have unlimited data or have battery life in your phone forever?
Are you crazy like Justin? And do you put your milk first or your cereal first?
And should there be an express lane for fast walkers?
Let us know what you think in the comments.